What's up, y'all? It's your boy Matt, back at you with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Cosmos ecosystem and all that entails with that. This is going to be the first video of my blockchain review series where I basically go over and give you an investment thesis as to why you may or may not want to invest in certain blockchains. We're starting out with Cosmos today because Cosmos and the ecosystem within is one of my favorite blockchains that are in crypto currently. Um, and we're about to get into it. But before we do, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Y'all hit your boy up in the comments if you need or if you want to have a specific blockchain review done by me. I have a list of the ones that I want to cover. Um, I'm not going to spoil what those are yet. You're just going to have to wait and see when the video comes out. But we're starting with Cosmos today. Um, like I said, let me know in the comment section if you want a specific blockchain reviewed, whether it be Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, whenever major blockchains you want to see, or maybe even minor blockchains. I'll do a review on them. Just let me know in the comment section if we get enough views and requests for them, then we'll make it happen. But let's get into the video today about Cosmos. So, what is Cosmos, and why am I so bullish on it? Cosmos, or the Cosmos Hub, is the center of what they're trying to become, which is the Internet of blockchains. So, what that means is basically the Cosmos ecosystem is comprised of a bunch of different projects that have launched individually their own native chains that are backed by the Cosmos Hub and Atom. So, whenever a new project launches, and there's been hundreds of projects that have launched on Cosmos. For instance, for example, Celestia has launched, which is a modular blockchain. Osmosis has launched, which is a decentralized exchange within Cosmos that hosts all these coins. Much like Uniswap is for Ethereum or Miniswap for Cardano, etc. They have AI Plays, a cash network, Boldstrom, which are both, like I said, AI. They have Dimension that launched not too long ago this year, which is the home of roll apps. They have DYDX, Injective. DYDX is a decentralized trading application. Injective is a decentralized exchange. Plus, they host their own decentralized applications. They have Asset Mental and Stargates for NFTs. They have a blockchain called Axelar, which is cross-chain communication. They have new projects that are launching. They have one that just launched, which is called Saga, which is about gaming. So there's gaming within the ecosystem. They have a blockchain which is soon to launch called Babylon, which is a proof of it brings Bitcoin staking, which is revolutionary to the ecosystem. So they're going to leverage Bitcoin staking for security. So Cosmos Hub itself and the Atom coin, we'll get into it more when we talk about tokenomics and some issues with the Cosmos Hub. But Cosmos Hub itself is the center of the Internet of blockchains. So the Cosmos Hub was the first blockchain that was launched. The founder of this project, his name is Jaquan, and the original technology was called Tendermint, and that it slowly evolved and changed names. But what allows developers to build within the ecosystem is called the Cosmos SDK. And what that is basically like a basic framework that developers have to then incorporate the blockchain that they want to do within the ecosystem. And it gives developers the free range to kind of make the blockchain how they want to make it instead of, like I mentioned earlier, Polkadot has a system called parachains, and that gives the developers less flexibility to make the chain how they want to. So the Cosmos SDK is very revolutionary in the fact that, like I said, the chain that you want to create can be created in the exact way that you want it by using the base given to you and provided to you by the Cosmos Hub. Um, With that being said, Cosmos and the IBC allows for low cost transactions, fast transactions, and very easily you are able to transfer one coin from another within the ecosystem. So, if you're new to crypto, you may never have seen any of the hacks that have happened in the last bear market and going further back than that. But some of the biggest hacks that have happened within the crypto ecosystem have come from bridges. So the issue with layer ones or like Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, most of the time, unless you go to an exchange, you can't get your coins from one blockchain to another because they're separate blockchains, and most of the time the coins are different. There's different code base and stuff like that. They're not compatible with each other, and the wallets might not be compatible, and so on and so forth. But Cosmos, you have one wallet for each different blockchain that you may choose to invest in or sign up for, whatever the case may be. But it's revolutionary. If you say you have some Stargaze tokens on Osmosis, it takes less than 30 seconds for your coins to be switched natively from Osmosis right to Stargaze for then you to then buy your NFTs or do whatever you want with those Stargaze tokens. And it works the same for Atom, going through and transferring your Atom to, say, Injective, or if you want to transfer your Atom to get higher yield through the liquid staking provider called Stride. You can do that. Like, the technology and the transfer of your tokens is very seamless, and that's one of the things that I like the most about Cosmos. It's just the fact that when you try to send your tokens on Ethereum, as you've probably heard, if you've used it yourself, you've seen it, or you may have heard that the gas prices are outrageous on Ethereum. If the network is busy, you're gonna be paying. I've seen gas prices above $100 to send a simple transaction on Ethereum, which is ridiculous. There should be no way that you sending your money um, to yourself or to anybody else should cost more than. I mean, it should. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, that's one of the major faults that I see with Ethereum, and Cosmos does not have that issue. Transaction costs are extremely low and they're fast. Um, so that's one of the positives. Um, Another positive to the Cosmos ecosystem, as I said, low fees, short transaction time. They have on-chain governance, I should say. And what that means is that you can vote for proposals that appear on the network. You, as an Atom staker, have the ability to essentially affect the network. And what I mean by that is if you have if there's a proposal that's proposed that you don't like, you can vote yes, no, no or veto, or abstain from voting. So the on-chain governance that's presented and given to you by Cosmos, the Cosmos Hub and Atom is unmatched in the space. I don't know of any other blockchain that has real deal governance that actually affects what goes on with the development of the chain. And there's been forks of the Atom token, or there's been forks of the Atom blockchain because of this governance, and people said yes to a certain proposal that others didn't agree with and stuff like that. And that's part of a truly fair ecosystem to where your vote actually matters. Yes, you're going to get people that disagree, but I'd rather have the choice to affect a blockchain that I care about than, say, in the case of Ethereum, whatever Vitalik Buterin says and his group will go, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You're kind of just along for the ride. So that's kind of a very big positive. The next thing is that it's a secure blockchain because they have security through proof of stake and through other means within the ecosystem, other avenues. Like I said, Bitcoin staking is coming soon. They have different other proof of stake like Stride and stuff like that that help enhance the security and make it more robust. Um, One of the big things that I haven't mentioned um, is that they have strong developer activity, like I said earlier, where the each chain has its own developer set that's launched, and they're constantly improving. They're constantly making new proposals within the space. They're constantly trying to improve. We'll get into more of that in one of the later segments. Um, but my another reason why I'm extreme, one of the positives, and another reason why I'm extremely bullish about Cosmos is the fact that they're not trying to be the only layer one that succeeds in the space. Like how Ethereum is gunning for Bitcoin and trying to flip Bitcoin, and they call it the flippening and all that. Like big Ethereum is trying to be a layer one. Solana is trying to compete with Ethereum, and Cosmos isn't about that. They're really about trying to connect with everyone. And to me, that is one of the most smart things you can do within this whole crypto ecosystem, because we're still very early within, when you look at it, we're still early. We're still gaining adopters. This technology is extremely new. So you not trying to be the only one that succeeds, and you trying to branch out and engage in different ecosystems and push yourself within all ecosystems so that you are not just the only one. I think, to me, that is one of the most bullish things that any chain could do, connecting with your peers and not trying to monopolize. So to me, that again is another reason why I'm very bullish on the ecosystem as a whole. Um, and one of the last things that I have as one of the positives is airdrops. Airdrops are a huge, huge, huge deal within the Cosmos ecosystem. Every new chain that launches, there's a chance, if the developers for that chain want it to happen, they will drop tokens, their native tokens, to you as a Cosmos staker, because they see they want adoption, they want new users, they want people active on their chain, because that's what drives money, and that's what drives token price to go up. So the more users, the more tokens, the more token go up. But yeah, so any developer, like, so okay, for instance, the most one of the most recent airdrops was Dimension. That was a big airdrop. After Dimension came Saga. Before those two came Celestia, which was huge, which was a huge airdrop. So airdrop potential, the potential for you to make four figures and beyond off of a coin that all you have to do really to be eligible is stake a certain coin. So whether it's the Atom coin, Celestia is the home of modular blockchain, so they're gonna be the host of some airdrops as well. Dimension is the home of roll apps, so Dimension has been the main, and this is kind of off topic, but they have some airdrops that have already happened and set to happen. But it's all possible by Atom. And you staking your Atom coins to gain passive income allows you to then gain access and get free airdrops, which is essentially free money. So, and who doesn't love free money? I sure do. I'll tell you that. But so those are some of the positives to the ecosystem that I have listed here. Some of the negatives. One of the biggest things that I've seen as I've done more research, and yes, I'm still bullish on Atom, even though they have some clear negative drawbacks. With the biggest one being the fact that the Atom token doesn't capture the value of these chains that are launching. So, yes, the IBC technology allows for a secure and good base, like I said, with the Cosmos SDK allowing for developers to build within the space. But the Cosmos Hub and the Atom token itself doesn't have a way yet, which again we'll talk about in later on in the video, but they don't have a way yet that they are capturing value from all these different chains that are launching. Which again which leads to the Atom token not really going up as many people want to see it go up. So with that being said, I think that is probably Atom's biggest weakness right now. There's no value accrual to the Atom token itself, and I think the developers of the within the Cosmos Hub know this, and they're actively trying to get better and change that. It's gonna take some time, which is why really, if you're gonna invest, really any blockchain that you're gonna invest in, you should have a long-term view on this stuff. But really, for Atom especially. Now have it's not a pump and dump meme coin, or it's not like Bitcoin where it has set tokenomics to where it's going to go up because of the halving event and stuff like that. So it's a different chain. It's also an inflationary token, by design, of course. But yes, Atom, you should look at it as a long-term investment. It's definitely it's being developed, and that's one of the beautiful things about having a high developer activity and having people that are dedicated to the blockchain and not investing in a dead project, obviously, is the fact that there's stuff to look forward to in the future. There's more advancements and more technology that's going to be incorporated, and it's still a very vibrant community. One of the most vibrant communities in crypto in general in its entirety. So yes, that right there is some of the positive and negatives. So from there, we will now get on to the next thing. So far we've talked about what's the goal of Cosmos, what is it, positives and negatives. We talked about some of the tokenomics changes that improve the tokenomics and what their goal is to be regarding them becoming interchain liquidity. Um, Next thing we're talking about like the new things that have been going on within the Cosmos ecosystem, because like I said, the developers have not stopped yet, and they keep going and they keep producing, they keep shipping throughout the bear market. They've done it, and they're continuing on. So they do have some goals for the quarter two. They have a there's a forum page that y'all should check out, um exclusively for the Cosmos ecosystem. But on the roadmap for Cosmos, quarter two, they're trying to add permission cosmoswasm. They're trying to add Babylon integration, as I said. They're trying to leverage Bitcoin security through the Babylon proof of stake chain. They're trying to upgrade their interchain security, which may happen on the first week of June. They're trying to introduce ETH security into the ecosystem through a chain called EigenLayer, and they're also making progress on the Atom Wars proposal, which has now a new name called Hydro. Um, so basically, there's just a lot going on. They have a lot, and there's a plan to try to make the Atom coin and the Cosmos Hub a better chain overall. Um, these are highly technical and highly advanced kind of things that are going on, so I'm not really going to get into them. That should be covered in a later video, separate video. But just wanted to give you guys like an update, quick update, letting y'all know that hey, this blockchain has is still moving forward. It's not being stagnant, and it hasn't. It's nowhere near completion. So that was the Cosmos blockchain review. All in all, it's a great ecosystem. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of development that's happening as we speak. There's a lot of people that are hungry to see this chain succeed, and I think that's half the battle in crypto. There's a lot of projects that are out there that are kind of dead. They've been established, they're running their blockchains and stuff like that, but they have no real use case. They have no users that are active. The developer count is low, and that's not the case with Cosmos at all. Cosmos has a lot of things going for it. They have a lot of different active teams. They have a lot of hype that surrounds the airdrops and news like that. So they have a lot going for them in that regard. Cosmos Hub itself and Atom as an asset still has improvements to make, which the developers are aware of, and they're actively trying to get the chain where it needs to be and more competitive within the Cosmos ecosystem itself. But as a whole, the Cosmos ecosystem is one of the most vibrant and, quite honestly, engaging and fun to use blockchains that is out there, in my opinion. Um, I've used a lot of layer one blockchains. I've used a lot of products, DeFi. I've been involved in hacks. I've been around. So I've kind of seen and done some things within crypto to know that, hey, this ecosystem right here is safe to use, it's secure, it's fast, it's scalable. And the main thing, well, two of the main things was that they're trying to connect with everybody, and that the potential for airdrops in the future when new projects launches is unmatched. Um, Solana attempts to do this, but to me, Cosmos in the airdrop game is like I said, unmatched. So Cosmos has a lot of things going for it. To me, it's a very solid investment, because you kind of have to look at, and this is probably a topic for another video, but when you're investing in crypto, you kind of have to think about what you want. What is your goal with crypto? Because it's still new. There's a lot of volatility, as people say. You could see 20% drops in a single day. Um, but it just depends on what you want to do. If you're looking for passive income through the means of staking, I think the Cosmos Atom coin is the way to go, because you get your passive income in the form of the Cosmos token, and then you also make yourself eligible for airdrops that come in the future. Um, I mean, and if you look at it like your buying power, if you bought Ethereum, because the price is so high, if you don't have that much money to invest and you're looking for a solid blockchain, I think Cosmos is the way to go, because, like I was saying, Ethereum, you're not getting your bang for your buck for a blockchain that's already $3,000 per coin and beyond. Could go beyond with if US ETF launches. Um, so looking at like the value proposition for Cosmos, like it's essentially, if you break it down, the value is coming from IBC, and it's basically security as a service. If you kind of want to break it down, like you have software as a service and so on, if you want to break it down like that, Cosmos is kind of introduced, and it's becoming a security as a service blockchain provider, which is giga bullish. I think looking at, for me, not wanting to monopolize and connecting with everybody makes you a long term um, has makes you have a higher chance for long term success. Um, because you're connected, you have a hand in every pie. It's not just one chain. It's not, and I truly believe that it's not just going to be one chain that succeeds in the future. It's going to be a sum of all parts. And for Cosmos to be trying to and to be at the forefront of that innovation, to me, is very, very bullish. Um, with that being said, that was my review on the Cosmos ecosystem and blockchain. Um, the community itself needs an in-depth review. When you talk about Celestia, when you talk about Osmosis, when you talk about all these different chains that are launched within the ecosystem, all those projects deserve a review of themselves. And like I said earlier in the video, if you want a review done of certain blockchains, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to get to as many of them as best as I can. Um, yeah, some final thoughts. I think it was good for me to try to get this video up on the platform, just so y'all could get a taste for what these blockchain reviews will look like. And I have some more stuff coming, like I mentioned, the NFTs. That's still in development. Um, I have a friend who's been teaching me how to do website design and stuff like that. But if you're a coder or website developer, hit me up in the comment section. Maybe we could do some business, man. I want to try to get I have some stuff in the works. I'll put it like that, that I want to talk business with somebody about. Um, with that being said, though, peace. Y'all take it easy. Y'all stay safe. Be blessed, man. Happy Mother's Day. And go Nuggets, baby. Let's go.